Good morning, students. In the previous class, we discussed about some part of structure of atom. Now we discuss in structure of atom Niels Bohr atomic model, and Bohr-Sommerfeld atomic model. Niels Bohr postulates atomic model of postulates and postulates. First, Niels Bohr. Niels Bohr atomic model. Niels Bohr atomic model or Niels Bohr atomic model Bohr postulates or Bohr postulates. Bohr postulates. Niels Bohr atomic model or Bohr postulates. Postulates means ప్రతిపాదనలు. We know structure of atom. The atom is made up of three major particles: electrons, protons, and neutrons. Protons and neutrons are present in the center of the atom. It is called nucleus. This is the structure of atom. Structure of atom. Protons and neutrons are present in the center of atom. Protons and neutrons are present in the center of the atom. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Protons and neutrons present in the center of atom. It is called nucleus. And electrons are revolving around the nucleus in specified paths, or particular paths. These particular paths, specified paths are called orbits. Orbits or shells. Okay, atom is made up of three major particles: electrons, protons, and neutrons. Protons and neutrons are present in the center of the atom. We know atom is a indivisible particle. In this indivisible particle, made up of in this indivisible atomic atom particle made up of three subatomic particles: electrons, protons, and neutrons. Protons and neutrons present in the center of atom. It is called nucleus. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus in specified paths or particular paths. These paths are called orbits or shells. Okay. Bohr first postulate. First point of Niels Bohr. Electrons revolving around the nucleus. Continuously. It does not lose its energy. For example, according to classical law of physics, every moving body should lose its energy. Here, electrons continuously revolving around the nucleus. After some time, electron should lose its energy. But the energy of electron is same, constant. This is because as long as electron revolving in these particular orbits or particular shells, energy of electron is constant. So these orbits or shells are called stationary orbits or stationary shells. Stationary orbits or stationary shells. Okay, first postulates of Niels Bohr. Protons or neutrons are present in the center of the atom called nucleus. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus in specified paths are called orbits or shells. As long as electrons revolving in this particular orbit, energy of electron is constant. So these orbits or shells are called. These orbits or shells are called stationary orbits or stationary shells. Stationary orbits. Stationary states are orbits are stationary. Stationary shells, stationary orbits or stationary shells or stationary states. Orbits, shells or states. Okay, listen carefully. First postulate of Niels Bohr: electrons are, as long as electrons are revolving around the nucleus in the specified paths or orbits, energy of electron is constant. So these orbits or shells are called stationary orbits, stationary shells or stationary state. Second point of Niels Bohr: each stationary state corresponds to a definite energy. Energy of first stationary state E1, energy of second stationary state E2, energy of third stationary state E3, energy of fourth stationary state E4. Each stationary state corresponds to a definite energy designated by letters capital E1, E2, E3, E4, so on. Okay. These stationary states are designated by letter small n. These stationary states designated by letter small n. Small n indicates the numerical value of stationary state. First stationary state, this is the first stationary state, this is the second stationary state, this is the third stationary state, this is the fourth stationary state. Okay, here n equal to integer 1, 2, 3, 4 dash dash so on. Okay, each stationary state corresponds to a definite energy. Denoted by letters E1, E2, E3, E4. It has a numerical value. It is indicated by the letter denoted by the letter small n. Small n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 dash dash dash. Small n equal to 1 first stationary state. Small n equal to 2 second stationary state. Small n equal to 3 third stationary state. Small n equal to 4 fourth stationary state. Okay. Here the electron jumps from higher energy orbit to lower energy orbit. Electron jumps from, this is a higher energy orbit. Electron jumps from higher energy orbit to lower energy orbit. The orbit close to the nucleus has less energy compared to the orbit away from the nucleus. The orbit close to the nucleus, first orbit, has a less energy compared to orbit away from the nucleus, last stationary state, fourth. Here fourth stationary state has a higher energy than third, second and first stationary states. Here the electron jumps from higher energy state to lower energy state. The energy is emitted as electromagnetic radiation. That is the third point of Niels Bohr postulates. Third point. E2 minus E1. Electron jumps from second stationary state to first stationary state. First stationary state has a less energy compared to second stationary state. Okay, the electron jumps from higher energy to lower energy state. The energy is released in the form of radiation that equal to h nu. That equal to h nu. Here h means Planck constant. Planck constant. Nu means frequency. E2 minus E1 equal to h nu. H means Planck constant. Value of Planck constant h equal to 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joule second, and the value on the frequency. Frequency means number of waves, number of times jumps from higher energy to lower energy state. That is the third postulate. Fourth postulate of Niels Bohr is fourth postulate. The angular momentum of electron. The angular momentum of electron is equal to nh by 2 pi. nh by 2 pi. Angular momentum of electron. Angular momentum of electron is equal to nh by 2 pi. nh by 2 pi. Here angular momentum means the electron. Here the electron lies in this position, moves from this position to this position. This position. Certain angle is created in the center of the atom, in the nucleus. So electron moves in the stationary state with certain angle created at the nucleus. So that is the angular momentum of electron. Angular momentum of electron mvr equal to, m means mass of electron, v means velocity of electron, r means radius of orbit or stationary state. Radius of orbit or stationary state. mvr equal to nh by 2 pi. We know n equal to integer indicate the stationary state number. Stationary state number. For example, angular momentum of second stationary state, that means 2 into h. h means 6.626 into 10 power 34 joule second, divided by 2 pi. 2 into pi into 22 by 7. 22 by 7. That is the value equal to angular momentum of electron in second stationary state. nh by 2 pi. N means integer, indicate the number of stationary state. H means Planck constant. 2 into pi. Pi means 22 by 7. 3.14. So first postulate, second postulate, third postulate. Niels Bohr successfully explained the atomic spectra of, atomic spectra means atomic orbital. Atomic spectra or atomic orbitals. Niels Bohr successfully explained the atomic spectra of hydrogen atom. He could not explain the atomic spectra of higher elements. Niels Bohr successfully explained the atomic spectra of hydrogen atom. It contains only one electron. He could not explain the atomic spectra of higher elements which has more than one electron. He could not explain the Zeeman effect. Zeeman effect means the atomic spectra is divided into several spectral lines in the presence of magnetic field. S, P, D orbitals are called atomic atomic spectral lines. Divided into several lines. S, P divided into 3 suborbitals, Px, Py, Pz. D divided into 5 suborbitals, Dxy, Dyz, Dxz, Dx square minus Dz square. These are the fine spectrum. This effect is called Zeeman effect. The atomic spectra introduced in the external magnetic field, it divided into several lines. This effect is called Zeeman effect. He could not explain this Zeeman effect, and also he could not explain the formation of chemical bonds. Okay, students, we will meet in the next class.